Yo, and welcome back to another video, man. And this one is going to be my first 2025 video. And I'm going to start off with the fact that I never actually concluded the whole Adobe bullshit, the Adobe, the anime situation, because I never actually made a video on what I did to get out of it. And I wanted to, but it's just been a lot of stuff that would come through, interrupt me, and then I fucking forget afterwards, and then I just never picked it back up. Basically, I scammed Adobe out of a cancellation fee. And how the hell did I do that? Well, I mean, I didn't think it would work, but it was probably the easiest thing that I could have thought would happen, and I just didn't think it would actually work until I actually did it. But yeah, like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into this massacre that I've done, that I never mentioned, that I wanted to mention, but for some reason forgot. Adobe during this evil days of terror, if anyone remembers what Adobe was doing and going through back then, essentially Adobe was on some bullshit with like trapping people into cancellation fees, because what they would do is hide the fact that the cancellation fee exists and how much of that cancellation fee will be there if you were to want to cancel your subscription. They hid that behind hyperlinks, and those hyperlinks, basically you had to click those to find out. So imagine you flicking through like 5 pages of hyperlinks just to find that one thing about the cancellation, and then flicking through probably another 2 to figure out how much that cancellation fee would be. And yeah, that's basically what it was. They thought motherfuckers would be clicking that just to find, like, no, you should be putting that as literally the main thing on the fucking screen. And that's what they weren't doing. Hid it behind hyperlinks so that it's a optional thing to want to find out about the cancellation fee, as if it was a option that you didn't have to pick doing a cancellation fee. Like, I don't know, man. If you ask me, if I had the choice to do a cancellation fee or to not do a cancellation fee, my black ass will not be picking the cancellation fee. Nigga, I'm saying fuck you. What do I look like? I'm giving you free money? Dog, I'm not Elon Musk, bro. I can't just dish out $1,000 just like that to you and it won't hurt my pockets, nigga. If I dish out $1,000, nigga, I'm gonna be more broke than the homeless sitting outside on the fucking street. But yeah, they were doing that shit, and the only reason why they even got caught up with that mess in the first place is because then they made a decision on an update where it forced you to do the update. And I guess what this update held was AI training and shit like that for people who did like the Photoshop stuff like that. And basically, it screwed over people who were doing stuff like that. I don't remember that whole thing about it. All I know is that it had something to do with AI training, and it fucked over a lot of people who were doing like digital art or something like that. And yeah, that's basically what it was. That's how they got caught up, because they did that, and it made a lot of people come back to their ass like, oh no, y'all cook now, you know what I'm saying? It was that type of timing. Like, motherfuckers was on their ass about this shit. And I was one of them, because I was a victim of the bullshit that then will come out to be in light after Mudahar made a video talking about how basically they'll be able to just go through your fucking files without you even knowing, and violating your privacy because it's in their terms of service. If you did anything and it was through Adobe, basically they'll be able to go through your shit and I made an example on my, like, oh, what's gonna happen if a motherfucker were to, they going through some shit down there, somebody decided to piss them off one day, and rather than taking it out on the motherfucker in question that are pissing them off, they decided to take it out on all the customers behind that's on Adobe, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. It's like, no, bro, like, I'm not about to be more of a victim than I already am, bro. That whole thing was going on, and I never knew that that's what was happening, because see, I went into Adobe and I liked Adobe up until I found out that cancellation fee shit. And when I actually went to try to cancel, nigga, that cancellation fee was looking so crazy. I think during that time it was $145 and 45 cents. I was tweaking like a motherfucker, because there's no fucking way these niggas got me into a cancellation fee that not only they never mentioned, but thought that because hiding it behind hyperlinks was a smart idea. That whole thing was a real thing, and it made me so mad, because it's like I had no way to get out of it up until not even recently, well, I guess recently, maybe this year type shit, I don't know. But basically, I scammed Adobe out of the cancellation fee, and I basically told them niggas, suck my willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying? And I basically put in a card that had no money on it and wasn't gonna send like no ridiculous ass charge to anywhere that was gonna try to fuck me over in one way or another. I basically put that in there, set it as the main card, because you cannot remove your fucking credit card, your any card you put on there, you cannot remove it. And that was probably the annoying part, which is another reason why, the motherfuckers was getting that bullshit too, because you can't remove your credit card. And they want you to hit the cancellation fee shit so that you are giving them free money. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, free money, and they're not even mentioning this shit in the first place. Another thing I forgot to mention too was that they also try to switch their UI and shit around secretively to basically make it look like, oh no, the people that are saying this are actually tripping. And it's like, no, nobody is tripping. Y'all just trying to make it look like people are tripping because y'all are trying to save yourselves some bullshit that not only was stupid as hell to do in the first place, but was like, why was that even an idea to cross anybody's mind, knowing how bad that was going to, go? And yeah, that whole thing happened. And yeah, basically I put that card and said that's the main card, and I hit that cancellation fee. I paid nothing. I went through my bank account so many times to make sure that that same amount did not get taken out my card, even after like a month later. Still nothing. And I was like, you know what? Glad I did that, because that was my fuck you to Adobe. Like, I liked Adobe, don't get me wrong, but the bullshit that they pulled to even think was gonna work in their favor was crazy as hell. I'm like, dog, there's no fucking way. These are real motherfuckers pulling villain moves in real life. I mean, granted, the fucking CEO bullshit is already enough of a reality thing in the first place. Like, this nigga, bro, that motherfucker got packed up, and swear to God, I never thought a motherfucker would be on some Akame shit and do some unique bull crap to let motherfuckers know this dude right here was definitely a villain and he needed to be gone. Like, nah, bro, it's crazy. This shit is so much of a crazy thing that you got motherfuckers defending the killer. Like, god damn, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not about to be a part of that circle. All I'm saying is, when you do evil things, karma tends to, come back and show you what it's like to get that same treatment, but in way worse scenarios. I scammed Adobe out of the cancellation fee, just like how they scammed me out of not even telling me there was a cancellation fee in the first place. And not only that, not telling me that that cancellation fee will be higher than my fucking phone bill by a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that whole thing, I was happy. I said, fuck them motherfuckers, man. They can lick my balls, huh? And yeah, till that day, I said I would never touch Adobe a day in my life for any reason at all. Adobe can happily lick my toes in between them too. You know what I'm saying? Get all the dirty shit off of them. But yeah, that's about it. I want this to be my I guess entry to 2025, and yeah, that's basically it. And catch y'all in the next video.